with the NBA free agency period with a bunch of players hitting for a ton of money, and then obviously guaranteed contracts in Major League Baseball, Pablo Sandoval getting DFA'd, and the Red Sox can cut him a check for about $50 million. NFL players have taken notice, and I'd like to play this soundbite from Richard Sherman at the ESPY's red carpet the other day and get your 2 cents on it.
As an NFL and as a union want to get anything done, then players got to be willing to strike. I think that's the thing that guys need to 100% realize is you're going to have to miss games. You're going to have to lose some money if you're willing to make the point, because that's how MLB and NBA got it done. They missed games. They struck. They flexed every bit of power they had, and it was awesome. It worked out for them. So I think guys need to reevaluate how they look at contracts and how they look at longevity and things of that nature, because NBA players like KD and LeBron are sitting there taking 2-year deals like it's nothing. They're like, I'll take a 2-year deal because I'm going to wait for the salary cap to increase and get another bite at the apple. In our sport, they won't do it.
Wondering what a union chief thinks about that, Tony Clark.
Well, I'll tell you this, that we are where we are as an institution, as an association, as a players union, because we stand on the backs of all those who came before us. So whether it was Marvin Miller in '66, who organized this in the fashion that you see today, or a strike in '72, a lockout in '73 and '76, a strike in '80 and '81 and '85, a lockout in '90, and a very difficult strike in '94, '95. I have often said that we've been able to move our game forward and work respectfully with Major League Baseball over the last 20 years as a result of our history and the sacrifices that our members have made along the way. So I understand exactly what Richard is offering. Having been a player and having been a player coming out of the '94-'95 strike and being around our history consistently, there are challenges there that unless guys are willing to work through and sacrifice, they're going to be very difficult to overcome.
So you think the NFL players should do something like that, Tony?
Well, I think invariably sitting down at the bargaining table is always the best way to go and working to find common ground. But oftentimes there can be difficulties there. And I'm simply suggesting that in order for us to have the relationship that we have now, we had to go through some challenging times in the past. I'm not saying that's a necessity here for any changes that the NFL players and the NFLPA may decide to try and make. But historically, that is what we've had to do in the past in order for us to be where we are today.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you liked some of that, get some more of that on the Rich Eisen Show app. Follow all the information you see right here on the Rich Eisen Show.